Hello, and welcome everybody to another update video on Bitcoin. I'm here on the shorter time frame chart. I covered in the previous video earlier today the larger time frame. In this video, I want to spend a little bit more time here on the 15-minute chart to discuss with you, also from an educational point of view, what's going on here. So someone asked me earlier today on X actually, and feel free to follow us there as well. It's the More Crypto Online channel. Make sure you only follow the one with the golden check mark. That's very important because yeah, there are impersonators, guys, but yeah, it's the one with the golden check mark. But someone asked me earlier today, why is this move to the upside so weak? Isn't that concerning? What are the reasons? And well, my answer was simple. It's a wave 4. And I think the question was about SUI, but actually it applies to all of them, like Ethereum, Solana, SUI. Bitcoin, they are probably all, I say probably because nobody knows, but that's the working assumption, right? We have a working assumption. The market could validate it further or invalidate it at some point. But for now, it's been playing out really well. For the last 6 days, we've been watching for higher prices, as you know, and for the market to move towards the resistance area here between $92,734 and $101,150. So we are moving towards this resistance area right now. It's been going well, but it is still seen as a wave 4. And the wave 4 is a corrective move. So in this case, it's a corrective bounce. It can take different shapes, different patterns, standard ABC patterns. WXY is a more complex one, or even a triangle. But obviously we start by tracking it as a normal ABC structure. That's normal. That's what we do because that's the most, let's say, the most common pathway for a wave 4. So we're simply following the standard patterns. And because it's an ABC structure and it's a corrective bounce, it's basically a counter trend move, right? It's clear why it's not very aggressive. Okay, it's clear. So, however, does that mean it's finished? Probably not. The idea is that this here was an A wave, this was a B wave, the pullback that formed the low on the 24th of November, and we're now in a C wave to the upside. And the C wave is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So we have 5 waves to the upside. In wave C, okay, because a C wave is always a 5-wave move. So we have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, 5. Now, I allow here for a pullback to the 61.8 retracement at 88,250 potentially, because if this indeed is an internal 4th wave pullback, this is not an impulse. Even the C wave, which is a 5-wave move, is not an impulse in this case. Probably a diagonal pattern. What does that mean? It means the subwaves are 3-wave movements, and that also means that the 4th wave pullback can go a little bit deeper. But this would be standard support. I'm watching 89,609, to 88,250. The standard support zone for a wave 4 in a diagonal pattern. A diagonal pattern explicitly allows for a pullback and overlap between waves 1 and 4. That can happen, no problem, especially in a diagonal pattern. That's kind of a very, very common thing. So we'll see if we get it this time, and then we can get one more high. And then the main question will be, is this wave 5 of C going to complete the entire larger correction, wave 4, and we'll go for one more low below the November low, or is it only the A wave? Because an ABC structure can always extend, and as I explained in the previous video update, this is still quite small for a wave 4. Yeah. So it can easily turn into a wider A, B, C structure. That's also the main reason why I'm tracking here the lower support zone, which is between 82,950 and 86,150. But this lower support zone will have to move. It's our main support zone here. It will have to move up with the price if we still get another high. We could easily get another high. And as I said, this is actually expected, one more high in wave 5, then the support zone will simply move with the price, okay? Won't move much, but that's basically how it works. So we probably won't know if it's the broader ABC or the orange count until we have the next high and see some of the data of this pullback. Yeah, if the move down is sloppy, slow, choppy, messy, 3 waves, then it's likely gray. So I've just showed here in gray how the broader ABC looks like. If it's a very rapid impulse, then it becomes more likely it's the B wave, especially if we see 5 waves down, yeah? Then I wouldn't call it the B wave. Then it's likely a 5th wave to the downside. So that's how we will navigate this. But in the very short term, I haven't got any evidence of a break of support or anything. I think we could get that overlap between waves 1 and 4, so something to watch for over the coming days and the weekend, the long weekend. But overall, as long as the 88,250 level is holding, I think I'd be watching for another high. That's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then also feel free to check out our Black Friday offer for our membership. The annual memberships are discounted by 20%. We only do this really once a year, and they are already discounted usually because you already get, I think, 1 or 2 months for free in the annual memberships. But with this, you get an additional 20% off. So you can join a community of thousands of traders and investors. In fact, we have more than 8,000 members on Discord. It's a growing community. It's a global community. Yeah, lots of ideas are shared there, challenged. And also you can attend our weekly live streams. You can ask questions. I'll be there, in the chats anyway. There's a specific question channel on Discord. We have our short-term updates, like even bonus updates on gold and silver, some bonus updates on stocks, but the main focus is on crypto, and you also get our TradingView live chart. So there is a lot to explore, plus even an Elliott Wave course for those of you who are interested in learning. So yeah, thanks so much. I wish you a great day. Bye-bye.